I was running for office, certain members of the Osage County Republican Party Committee were stealing signs of mine, and I caught one of them doing it. I approached her about it. I attempted to effect a citizen's arrest. She refused to be arrested, so I followed her. I called the deputies. They came out. They took my signs out of the back of her SUV, did not arrest her, did not charge her with anything because their boss, Eddie Burton, told them not to.
That's a ridiculous.
So, sir, I've got witnesses. I've got witnesses to these statements. So let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. Have respect enough to let me make my statements, and then you can say your piece. So, shortly thereafter, I find out, and I've got the affidavit here, and I've got 3 eyewitnesses to this, that Eddie Burton, along with my predecessor, who I shortly after this was written beat in an election, went to Eddie's office and prepared a document, an affidavit for my arrest for attempted kidnapping, claiming that my attempt to make a citizen's arrest was an attempted kidnapping. They also, and this is where they stepped over the line, they also issued an affidavit for the arrest of my 13-year-old daughter, who's present here tonight. That, ladies and gentlemen, is way over the line, and I've got the affidavit to prove it, and I've got 3 eyewitnesses, including the man who Eddie Burton told to sign the document, and who, thank goodness, is a good Christian man, said, no, I will not falsify an affidavit. And he walked away from the sheriff's office because of that. So Mr. Upton can say whatever he wants. I actually have the documents. Anyone who wants to see them, you're welcome to come up, and I will show them to you. And at the appropriate time, if we need to go to court, I've got witnesses that are prepared to testify to this. Okay?
This is 2019. We're in 2024. I have 2 jobs. I stopped work to come here to listen.
I
I'd like
appreciate
to
it.
get on the point. We don't care what happened to you with the sign back in 2019.
And I remained quiet for 5 years because I told Eddie it doesn't do
Let's go
anyone
to court
good.
then. Go to court.
Man, I respect your opinion, but I have to say something because he's the one that brought this up. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. The people that are on Mr. Burton's side and Mr. Beeston's side and Ms. Flatt's side, they want to make accusations, but if anybody calls them out on it, they say, get on with it. We don't need to talk about that. Let's not discuss that. Let's talk about what's going on today. They're not doing it. Look at Facebook. They're not doing it.
Mr. Fisher, did you have permission to put your signs in that yard?
I did, yes, ma'am.
Wasn't that clarified when the sheriff or whoever pulled the person over that you would not let leave?
No.
But she had permission to put the signs in that yard.
She is
And your
correct.
minor child took
She
the
is
signs
correct.
out of the yard, right?
No, she did not. She put
That's
them
why
in.
your minor got
The
out of the
mistake
yard.
is correct. Okay.
Well, I need clarification on that. I know some people don't, but I want to know more characters. I don't know.
We were told, and I appreciate that, we were told by the real estate agent and the person who was purchasing the house that day, because it was closing that day, that to take those signs out of the yard. We took them, we threw them in the trash right there in the yard. That's not larceny. You can ask Charlie Cartwright or Joe Lucas, they're next to you, they're former deputies. That is not larceny. Larceny is taking property from someone with the intent to deprive them thereof. We didn't take it from the property, okay? And we had permission from both the new owner as well as the real estate agent that was selling the property. What Eddie Burton said was that the person who was selling the property gave permission to Rex Duncan, my opponent, to put them there, okay? But that's neither here nor there with regard to the signs, because at the end of the day, she's still in possession of my signs, which are stolen property, so she's in violation of the law for concealing stolen property. That was my point all along, and Mr. Burton didn't agree with me. Now,